Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Zach here, and I'm sorry that you guys are going to be able to see my amazing, beautiful face. But I'm by myself, so I figured might as well just show you guys the computer while I'm at it. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Before I begin, I would like to mention some things about the media. The CHL interviews are still supposed to be going up. If some of the management don't message me back, then that's fine. I just won't add them in the interview and in the credits as well. But yeah. Also, we're supposed to be doing an AHL Insider. We were supposed to do it last night. I never got the invite, so I was just like, forget it. I'm just gonna go to sleep. And I never got a message about how I'm supposed to join. So I'll be hopefully getting one by Funsley either in the next few minutes or just later tonight, and we'll figure that out. And also, we're supposed to be doing the AHL playoff preview, East and the West. I'm going to be a member of it. I have the doc right here, but I'm not going to show it to you guys because it's private information, classified LG Media Team information. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Chat box right here. People are typing in the chat. All right, and so now let's go ahead and look at each of the playoffs. Obviously, there's only 8 teams from each conference going in. And the big dogs, no pun intended. Actually, yes, it wasn't pundit. It was intended. The Bulldogs are the leader of the West, and the Syracuse Crunch are the leader of the East. Now, I feel like the East has more teams that, well, I don't feel like it. I know that the East has more teams over 100 points. Now, that obviously means that the East is going to be stronger than the West, and most likely, not going to call it right now, but I think the East may actually win the Cup. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go through each team. Now, the Syracuse Crunch is top of the East, as I said, with a 63 win and 15 loss and 4 overtime loss record. Now, the Syracuse Crunch has been getting it done all season long with 130 points. They won the President's Trophy, and obviously, you know why? Because they're just really good. They're good. So, yep. And then we have the Wilkes Bears Granson Penguins with 123. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. And then the Pirates, Devils, Tigers, Senators, and Phantoms, and Wolfpack. One of those mentionable teams is the Albany Devils, which should be in second place, but on this screen it's weird and stuff. So Albany Devils are a mentionable team in the East as well. And you go to the West, and the 3 teams to look out for in the West are the Bulldogs, Wild, and Wolves. Wild and Wolves have the same exact record, and the Bulldogs have 60 wins, 16 losses, and 6 overtime losses. Obviously, whenever you have a team that's over 100 points, you know you're going to expect to get some quality hockey, and they've done it all season long. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the matchups here. Obviously, you guys can look it up by going to standings and playoffs. If you don't know that, then now you know. So let's go through each matchup one by one. Now, the first matchup we have is the Syracuse Crunch versus is it Hartford? Yeah, it's Hartford. The Hartford Wolfpack. Now, it's the 1 seed versus the 8 seed. The difference between these two teams is so tremendous. I don't know how the Wolfpack are going to get a single win in this one. So my prediction is Syracuse will get a sweep. They're the President's Trophy. They're coming out of a 2-game win streak, which is kind of surprising. No matter what, lost one, because they're at the end of the season. They're at the end of the season. They didn't really feel like winning because there was no point. They're already clinched presidents, so that's probably why they only have a 2-game win streak. But besides that fact, Hartford just barely squeaked by, only 2 points ahead of the Bruins. I feel sorry for Rice's AHL team over there, and yeah, because they barely, they nearly made it to the playoffs. Only 2 points behind the Wolfpack. Now, the Wolfpack are only 1 point behind the Pirates, which we'll get to them later. Now, the next match we have is the I can never pronounce this right. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms. There you go. versus the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. This is obviously the 2nd and the 7th seed. I don't know why they're like that, because this team has more points, but whatever, that doesn't matter. The Phantoms, obviously, they barely squeak by. Come on, why are you trying to? Okay, so the Penguins are a good team as well, only 7 points behind the Crunch, and my prediction is that the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins will win this series in 5 games. Obviously, Lehigh Valley Phantoms, not being such a quality squad, while the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins being the 2nd in the East. I apologize for my bad commentary. I haven't done one of these in a little while, except for, you know what I'm trying to say. The next match we have is the Binghamton Senators versus the Pirates. Let's see here, where is it? The Portland Pirates. And so let's just look at the whole little standing thing. Pirates are 3rd and the Senators are 6th. The difference here, I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't understand. Hold on. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. How is the I don't know. They need to fix that. That's weird. That's just weird. This is messed up. But anyways, besides the point, the Senators are the better team. They should be. I don't understand this at all, guys. This is confusing. It makes my job a little bit harder, but I could get over it. I'm going to get over it. It's going to work fine. The Binghamton Senators obviously being the better team with the 53 win and 22 loss and 7 overtime loss record, and the Pirates with a 46 win, 33 loss, and 3 overtime loss record. I'm going to go the Binghamton Senators in 5. And did I say the Penguins in 5? If I didn't, the last game was the Penguins in 5. So on to our next game, the Albany Senators, Albany Devils against the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Albany should be in 2nd place. Yeah, they should, behind this team right here, but they're not. They're going against the Tigers. And I feel like they have a really good advantage. I'm going to go the Albany Devils in 5 games. And I think that, like I said, the Albany Devils should be in 2nd place with the way that the points should work, but it's not working. I don't know why. It's just like that. So I'm going to go them 5 because they're just a better team. I mean, let's be really honest with you. I think the Tigers will get 1 game out of them. That's about it. That's what I think. So on to the Western Conference now. We have the let's go down here. We have the San Antonio Rampage versus the Hamilton Bulldogs. Now look at this. This is good though. See, they made the West look good, and then the East just, I don't know, it's all mixed up. Anyways, the Bulldogs clinched the division. They're the division champion. They clinched the division, obviously, because the season's over. Come on, Zach. The Hamilton Bulldogs have 146 points, while the Rampage have only 80 points. Obviously, it's really not hard to pick the winner of this game. I'm going to go Hamilton in 4. I don't see how it's possible for the Rampage to get a win out of this, considering the fact that they only barely made the playoffs, right ahead of the Checkers only by a win. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so they had the same amount of points, but they had a 1 more win than them. Wow. Okay, they got lucky. Okay. All right, for the next match, we have the Texas Stars versus the Iowa Wild. This same kind of match is happening, I think, in the NHL, which is the Dallas Stars versus the Minnesota Wild. But besides that point, we're going to go ahead and talk about this one. Iowa Wild being in the 2nd place spot and the Texas Stars being in the 7th. Now, Stars are 40, and 2, and the Wild are 50, 26, and 6. Obviously, the Wild being the better team. I'm going to go Iowa in 5. I think Texas will win 1 game. They'll pull together 1, considering the fact that they're – never mind. They'll pull together 1 because they're a decent squad. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, on to the next game. We have Rochester versus Chicago. The Wolves are in the 3rd place with 50 wins, 26 losses, and 6 overtime losses, while the Americans have 40 wins, 39 losses, and 3 overtime losses. I feel like this game is just a bit closer, but I do think that the the Chicago Wolves will pull this one out in 6 games. I think the Americans are a good squad. They'll get 2 games out of them. That's just probably what's going to happen. I mean, obviously this isn't fact. I don't know much about the AHL, but this is just going off of stats and all that stuff. So on to the next game, we have the Utica Comets versus Lake Erie Monsters. I feel like this is going to be one of the closer matchups in the entire AHL. The Monsters having 93 points, and the Comets only 6 points behind them, with 2 less losses. Now, you look at this, and wait, where is it? Where's Utica? Utica's right there. So, I think Chicago has the advantage because they're 2 wins. What am I talking about? No, I'm talking about Rochester. Hold on. I'm talking about Monsters and Comets. What am I talking about, Zach? Come on, pay attention. The Lake Erie Monsters have 93 points, and the Comets have 87. They both are a 1-loss losing streak. And, yeah, I think the Lake Erie Monsters will win it in 7. They have a history of being good in these types of games. They're ahead of them by 6 points, and they'll pull this out. All right, so let's see if this is low. Yep, it does. I do apologize for my terrible commentary this episode. I don't know what happened. I ended up not getting any guests for the show, so it's just me. And yeah, so obviously all that media stuff's coming up. AHL Insider, CHL interviews, and AHL preview. Stay in tune for that. And I'm hoping that the media team that we can do something together, like kind of like the LG Snapshot maybe. I'm hoping we can try to get that together maybe in the playoffs or in the beginning of the next season. Hopefully the media team collectively as a whole can be more active. I really hope that for us. But I want to still be doing my thing every single weekend, unless it's just like I have something planned or whatever, then I won't. But yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you guys watching my show. If you are, I thank you for it. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for around the CHL and maybe in all those other media stuff. So yeah, it's been your boy Zach here, and I'm out. Peace.